Market's trading at 82. Alright, we did get a buy. Getting a lot of movement, surprisingly. I mean, it is moving, but not near as much as I'd like it to. It's pushing up now. Pretty good. There it goes. Alright, it's pushing through the 94 level. As you can see, I've already moved my stop to 1 pip profit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close down. I'm going to suggest going ahead and closing down some of your trade. Close down 50% of your trade. If you got a bad entry, don't let it take profit from you. Alright, I'm still holding out half my trade. Everybody just sit tight. Still pushing long. I'm just hold tight. Still pushing long. Alright, my EA automatically closed out another portion of my trade, but I'm still in it. Everyone just hold out. We're at the 08 level. It's trying to push through now. And if it starts falling off this, then we're going to close out the rest of the trade. If you're still in it with all, I would suggest at least closing half at this point. Most people have closed half. If you haven't, then I would suggest closing half. Yeah, it is falling back down a little bit now, as you can see. We're back down to 11. I'm going to continue to hold out. At this point, I'm only in with 25% on this trade, and I'm going to hold it a little bit longer and see what happens. As you can see, the managed take profit has moved my stop, so the managed take profit may actually close me out of this thing right here. I'm going to turn off the managed take profit, and manually I'm going to identify this 94 level as being a level of support that I want to hold out. I want to use that level to hold out 94. So as long as it stays above 94, we're going to hold out. These are really good numbers overall. We got 0.5 on the core, and we got 0.6 here, and we also have some supporting number. Actually, this would be positive for the dollar. So yeah, I'm still holding the position. Again, I've got 25% of my position in on a smaller account here, and then we've got around 50% of the position on the managed account still in. So we are holding this position still. Like it is starting to fall back down a little bit, guys. Let's just watch and see. We need to be careful right around this 94 level. This is a tunnel level, so ideally we'd see it come back and find support at this level and then push up again. We came off the tunnel on this particular trade, broke the trend line, as the news came out, and we did exceed the first tunnel level. So I'd like to see it stay above this first tunnel level, and we can hold this position and let it carry on up would be the ideal situation for us. Someone's asking how far I expect this to move. We're going to watch this next 09 level and see if it pushes back through. I'd really like to see it push back through that level. I'd like to see it go up and test these former highs, really. At this point, I'm going to treat this like a tunnel trade, and we're going to look to the next target to be the 17 level. We went ahead and closed out another portion on the managed account, so I'm closed out on another portion of the managed account. The one I had here, the smaller account I have here, is out altogether. The EA is taking it completely out. So we still have a small portion in the managed account that we're just going to let run, and we're going to treat it just like the tunnel trade. So what we're going to do is just lock in a few pips. We're going to let the rest of it run. Well, listen, guys, let's review real quick. We were watching a couple different releases. There were a couple different components to this particular release. We had the less autos. Retail sales less autos out of Canada, as well as the monthly figure. Both of them came out long biased, very strong long biased. As the market went up and hit our first level, that 94 level, which was around the tunnel level, we closed down a portion of the trade there, and as you can see, my managed take profit closed down a portion a little higher than that as well. At this point, I'm suggesting to go ahead and manage this as if it was a tunnel trade. It's broken the first tunnel target and our first level of what was resistance, which is now support, and is now kind of retesting these highs in this resistance level at 709. Again, my suggestion is to close a little bit out when it hits the 17 level, and then close a little bit out when it hits the 51 level, and just manage this as if it was a tunnel target. Chase it with a stop. Keep your stop below each prevailing tunnel target. So right now your stop should be down below 94. Once it breaks the 15 level, you're going to want to bring it down to probably below 09, and then chase it on up. This is a pretty good bit of movement between here and here. So if you don't want to hold out the whole way, what you can do is as it breaks these targets, you can use these targets as your levels of stops. So when it breaks 28, or actually what I would suggest is when it breaks 28, put it just below the tunnel. When it breaks 37, bring it down below 28, and then when it breaks the tunnel, bring it down below 37. And that's how I would manage this. Just keep chasing it with the stop, keeping the stop behind each level of support that's just below where you're at.